my properties. They're not believing me. Okay, so what happened? Did the antidote, whatever, the blueprint, it has changed these things? They just know we're not falling for none of that shit. I tried to tell y'all, when it first happened, they lost whatever they had when Charlie Kirk said, for me, he didn't have empathy. He thought it was made up. But he said he was a devout Christian. No. And I called him a wolf in sheep clothing. Because everything that I was seeing, it just did not connect truly with God and his word. And I know I pissed, me and Pressure didn't see eye to eye with that, but I just, at that point, it was as if whatever their goal was to manipulate the people, it just kind of fell flat. Now you had ministers, coming on saying, "Oh, this is not God," and then you started having preachers coming out and say, "Oh no, we're not finna do this. Oh no, we know, this ain't God." Did you hear the things that was coming out of his mouth? What he believed, what he said with his mouth, and yeah, it just no contradictions. It was like whoa. And for me, it was all eyes on you, baby. Because I know that's the devil. Anytime that narcissistic, just can't say you wrong and can't take ownership. It's just certain characteristics, and people may think it's cool to be like that, lying and bouncing all over the place, being a deceitful. The Bible says that the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. Yeah, it changes his colors and changes into this, that, and the other, and flip the truth. Always bringing on confusion. That wasn't about debating. That was about trying to trick you in your head about God. And that was a problem for me. That was a problem. So that MK Ultra crap, that's falling apart. That's why Trump is freaking out. Oh, the economy is in great shape. Oh, I'm not in there. I've never done it here. He was a creep. He was that Epstein guy. We still talking about Epstein? Yeah. Whitewashing the truth. Yeah, man, it ain't working. And they don't know what to do because they stuck online. And oh boy told her the truth in the beginning, and then the game plan changed somewhere in there, and then he tried to undo what he did, lying to her and lying to her. So just gonna lie, tricking. What they say against the end and the beginning, that go that confusion. That ain't God. And when they had that meeting, and she said, "Well, no, she was protecting." Well, I know for sure. So she was going along with the new plan. Yeah. So deny that. I know he didn't. I don't know who your sources are, but that did not happen. That's not. You're right about a lot of things, but that right there, that never happened. Get BB there. Not gonna sue me. Well, BB not gonna sue me. Out of there. He called. He called, but no, he didn't say he wanted to take it to the next level. Yeah. So by the time they got the memo saying, no, do not bring up BB, do not say that, that we just going to all agree, no, he did not offer to take it. He did not offer him this money, and no, take that out. Not knowing that he had already told Candace. So when she went to bat for that truth, because at that point, well, nobody's supposed to say it. Now she don't know what to do. You understand? So that's why she didn't stop her. Because he never told her that he had already told Candace the truth. He never told her. So now both of them really on the cool when they go to sleep at night. More so Erica, because she still operates. This is my family. Oh, these people are like family to me. Yeah, because y'all all was in it together. Y'all just couldn't keep y'all story straight. That's why it was easy for her to catch them up every time. Oh, I thought he said McCoy was there with him and his lips was trembling. I saw him. I called my dad first. Oh, no, I called Erica first. No, I called my wife. No, record show. You called your wife. Well, which one did you call first? Your daddy got up there and said I was the first person that he called. And he was right there saying, oh, my God, Dad, Charlie's been shot. But you never even dialed. I really believe that the shot probably came from him with some type of device. That's I don't know. Some electrical something. This is crazy. Let me finish so I can go to bed.
End of times right now where their old tactics are not working, and they're growing increasingly desperate and increasingly angry. And I just feel like everyone's glitching right now. People that we used to trust, they're just sort of glitching, and we're starting to see them for what they are, as a part of a larger psychological operation. And they're just handing us more things, more stuff that's meant to distract us. And they didn't want us to be this focused on the Charlie Kirk assassination, but I am this focused on the Charlie Kirk assassination. And I have so much stuff that I can't wait to break for you beginning tomorrow. Isabella writes, what do you think Charlie would say about the operation capturing the dictator Maduro? He was a terrible man that oppressed the Venezuelan people, but I'm afraid of the deep state. I'm afraid the deep state or Israel is involved. Oh, you don't have to imagine that. I mean, Israel is always good to come right out and say, yay, this was good for us. Even Netanyahu was calling him anti-Semitic. And that's what I expressed to some of my followers who were like, Candace, I'm confused about your take. Maduro is a bad man. The false dichotomy here, the idea that if you're not happy that Maduro was taken down, it means that you think he was a good man. No, this is the same thing that happened with Assad. And I was proven correct in Syria. Israel wanted Assad gone because they want to expand their borders for the Greater Israel Project. And so they pretended like he was this, the worst thing that could possibly happen would be if Assad continued to be the president of Syria. And I said, well, he's going to be gone and a bunch of Christians are going to be mass murdered. At that time, obviously, Israel had been working with Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda adjacent group. I think it's Al-Nusrat is the name of the group, because they work, of course, when you see, oh my gosh, there are these radical Muslim groups. Okay, yeah, they're kind of working with Israel. That's why they never attack Israel. And I sense now that people go, wow, a lot of Christians are being murdered in Syria, just like Candace said. Okay? So the question is, do you go with the devil you know or the devil you don't know? And in this circumstance, I believe that the end verdict for Venezuela is not going to be preferred. Okay? I think Israel's salivating, and they're pretending like this means we're going to have cheap oil. We're going to be filling up our tank for 3 cents. And
no, absolutely
what's going to happen after that is America.
Come on. I hope people are not thinking that. He is going, the prices of it is still going to be high, if not higher. They just want the money and regulate it. Who said that he was going to discount it? I mean, what? He's going to break everything that he says is going to be a lie. It's going to be totally opposite. So I hope people are now, you're right. The United States is going to take over the oil, and he's going to lower the prices. Really, just like he was going to bring work for the farmers. And he was going to have a a credit or whatever he promised the farmers that they did not get. He was going to lower taxes. No. That they really are about to go up. Food prices going to go down. Nope, they went up. And in fact, how long you been on food stamps? How long you been getting government assistance? Oh, now we're going to shut that down. Now, we have some job openings because we done sent these immigrants over to foreign places so that they can work over there. So we need y'all to get y'all asses off of this assistance and get your ass out in that field and do what them immigrants was doing. If not, you won't get a dime of your money if you pay taxes. I just think it's fucked up to be getting large sums of money in taxes taken out of my check. And you want to handle us as if it's your money and not ours. I'm like, wait, where they do that shit at? For real? And then I'm gonna play like I don't know that the terrorists is gonna tax the people. So we're just gonna tax everybody. Except the people who already got money. We're gonna go back in the days when the mafia and the mob used to tax, and if you didn't pay the taxes, then we gonna come beat your ass. I'm gonna send ICE over there, and we gonna be forceful. What did he tell that lady? If she don't go by our rules or she don't follow, my directive, it's going to be worse on her than Maduro. Ain't that what he told that lady? Oh, she will. She's going to come along. Baby.
The streets are going to be clean. The kids are going to become smart. Like, how many times can you keep falling for the same thing? Like the same
Absolutely.
CIA narrative that the reason why we're toppling all of these regimes is because we're the good guys. Like, I just don't know how many times we can keep engaging in the same stupid sports.
That's why I call it out when I see it.
Expecting different results. We're just doing the same stupid thing over and over. Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan. No, really, this time we're toppling evil. Oh, millions of
It's going to be great.
Dead.
It's going to be great.
The are worse than they've ever been. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. Imperialism happened. People at the very top, the oligarchy that runs the world, got richer. They became more powerful. And the rest of us, no, not doing any better, actually. But if we're lucky, our sons will be able to go die overseas. That's kind of the offer.
Oh, wow.
Anyways.
Go die overseas.
Just keeps happening, and I just would like to get off the hamster wheel. So no, to be extra clear here, I do not believe Maduro was a good guy. I am not Team Maduro, nor do I think that Assad was some perfect president of Syria. I just recognize the CIA and the Mossad and what
Trump,
they keep doing.
Trump ain't no better.
It seems pretty clear to me. I recognize patterns. Okay. Edison writes everything about AMFest was fake and gay. Andrew, the tent. Nicki Minaj, the tent. Vance, the tent. The fireworks, the tent. It was like a celebration of his
Lord
death.
Have mercy.
We just skipped the grieving part. I'm so sorry. We love you. Stay strong. But we're humans, so that's why we saw it for what it was, and other people can't recognize it. So
I don't want you to see
our
it.
punishment is they're going to make a lot of videos and call us demonic, and Ali Stuckey's going to hit the Bible verses and tell us why we can't feel the way we feel. Even that we got to leave that behind in 2025. Bubblegum Christianity. I'm leaving it behind in 2025, guys. I don't want to see it anymore.
Bubblegum Christianity.
I don't want to see people lecturing me about why I should accept evil and acting like biblical proverbs are just Snapple facts. You just flip it open, see how it makes you feel. Like that's not it. There's a reason why priests should be ordained, and I'm leaving it behind. Bubblegum Christianity. I think you had you peaked at the beginning of 2025 and you went down real fast. Same thing for the pastors on stage with the ripped jeans, trying to make it cool, and actually kind of telling us what to think. You guys all look like a psyop right now. You do look like a psychological operation that you're just trying to have us agree with you, and that's fine, by the way. Just remove the Bible from it. Just tell us what you think, and we'll let you know if we want to buy what you're selling. Let's just make it fair. Let's make it real. Corey writes, Charlie got Michael Jacksoned. If you really think about it, Charlie was basically an artist, a podcast artist making a ton of money that just so happens to keep disappearing. He was getting TLC'd, MC Hammered, Yeezy'd, and then Charlie woke up. I do believe he woke up at the very end, and he saw what was happening.
I agree.
I know he woke up at the end. I hope I made that clear. Army Sniper writes, retired Army law enforcement here, Paramount Tactical Valhalla. They are an embarrassment to me as a vet. People are not realizing that you are doing an investigation. Some leads are good, others are bad, normal stuff, good job. Yeah, actually, the people are realizing that, which is why their psychological operation has been failing. Like, of course, we are going to make mistakes, so long as we own up to those mistakes. I don't even think we've made many mistakes. Like, I haven't lied about anything. I've asked questions, and then they try to pretend, oh, you got served. You asked a question that didn't lead wasn't a viable lead. That's the whole reason we're asking the questions. That's why we're reaching out to people. By the way, I want you guys to know I have reached out to Brian Harpole now 4 times. I've also reached out to Dan Flood. I am happy if he texts me tonight and says, here's where I was on the morning of the 9th, and here's proof of that. I'll say, okay, it wasn't Brian Harpole. I feel like it was. I feel at this stage that it was. I otherwise cannot make sense of Andrew Colbett's actions. So we will see you guys. Anyways, we have book club tomorrow. Thank you guys for a lot. Okay,
so before we go, y'all, I wanted to, it's one thing about Trump. I mean, let's see what this is. What just happened? Hold on. Baby, that was, I'm glad she got her some rest. Thank God that she is okay. That she is continuing to move forward. Hold on, let me see. I want to hear what this is saying with y'all. Wow, man, that was heavy. That was heavy. It said rewriting history. I want to see that. Come on, let's see what y'all's trying to say.
It's Ken Harbaugh with the Midas Touch Network. Today is January 6th. 5 years ago, we almost lost our democracy. What happened at the Capitol wasn't a protest that got out of hand. It wasn't even spontaneous. It was an attempt to overturn a free and fair election. An attempt built on lies, reinforced by political leaders who have faced zero accountability, and carried out by Americans who are convinced that violence could interrupt the transfer of power. The danger to our democracy did not end when the Capitol was cleared. The fight has now shifted from accountability to narrative. Not whether January 6th happened or whether anyone in power will suffer consequences, but rather how that day is memorialized. Most Americans remember January 6th through images, the mob, the flags, the broken windows. But those images don't explain how it came together and who was coordinating it. Because that part of the story isn't cinematic. It doesn't make for good TV. It lives in records, messages, and data. That's where today's guest comes in. Denver Riggleman is a former Republican congressman from Virginia who was driven out of his party for refusing to go along. He later served as the senior technical advisor to the January 6th committee, helping analyze the data behind the attack. Not just what happened, but how it was organized. Denver isn't a talking head. He's a counterterrorism analyst by training, someone who focuses on systems and patterns. He's also a close friend. We've literally driven through minefields together in Ukraine, and I've seen firsthand how Denver operates under pressure. 5 years on, January 6th is no longer just a historical event. It's a test of whether we're willing to deal as a nation with uncomfortable facts and whether we will be able to recognize the warning signs when our democracy is under threat again. This conversation isn't about relitigating a single awful day. It's about understanding it clearly enough not to repeat it. Here's me and Denver Riggleman. Denver, welcome to the show. I used to think the worst thing that could happen about January 6th was memory holding it and forgetting the seriousness of what happened and the threat to our republic that it posed. It feels to me now like the worst thing is rewriting it, not forgetting it, but letting Trump and the Republicans say it was a heroic event, or on the other hand, an FBI plot, or an attempt to victimize patriotic insurgents, right? All of the signals are that the other side wants to not memory hole it, but celebrate it. When you look at the Oath Keepers being reconstituted by Stuart Rhodes, when you look at the pride that they take in that day, that to me is even worse. As someone who was at ground zero throughout the investigation, who probably understands more about what really happened than anybody else, what's your take?
It's the weaponization of ignorance and fantasy. It's really difficult. You know how careful I've been, Ken, when doing interviews, thinking for the first year or two, if you remember, Ken and I know we knew each other. We did movies together. We did documentaries together. And I remember during Jack Smith's investigation, I was so careful. I'm like, there's no way we're not going to get some kind of satisfaction with the criminal activities that were so acute in the lead up to January 6th and January 6th itself. And right now, I don't know if I've ever been more proud. You know, I don't do this, but literally I've